kind of catchy, right?
Dude, that intro is awesome. Let's go.
Yeah, shots from the sideline made it. So I'm Isaac. I'm back live again. I've got Peter, the mock draft guy, with me. We're going to do an AFC East style mock draft. I'm going to be the Patriots. So I'll have the number 3 pick. And he's taking the Jets, who have made a lot of moves recently. How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. I really am. Just besides for being sleep deprived, I am just 100%. I got my coffee. I'm ready to go.
Sweet. I took a nap before yesterday's show. It was my first live of Fun Football. And man, I took a break after the Super Bowl for 7 weeks. But I took a 2-hour nap a little before. And I needed it.
Yeah.
So after this, I've got another mock. And then I'm going on Packers Without Borders after that. So I've got a busy night.
You got a busy night, man.
It's going to be fun. Yeah. All right. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do trades. We're going to do it on NFL Mock Draft Simulator. We'll give you breakdowns on the picks and I've never done a live of these. So leave some comments. I'll make sure I'm checking them because I usually do these pre-recorded. So I'll check the comments. Give us some draft grades throughout. Let us know what you think. And before we get going, I'm really close. I'm 3 away. Help me hit 200 subscribers on YouTube. And Mock Draft Guy, he's blowing up. Help him hit, I think you're close to 11K, right?
Yes, sir.
Help him hit 11,000. He wants to hit that goal. So
don't know how I ever even got this close, but it's okay.
That's legit. I'm excited I hit 200 because mine blew up, and I looked at yours and I watched over the last month go from 10 up to almost up to 11 just in the last few weeks, which is pretty cool.
It's humbling, that's for sure.
Very nice, man. Awesome. All right. So everybody, like I said, we're doing, I'm a teacher. I'm just going to give a shout out really quick. I got one of my students here. She didn't even know I had another show, and she must have just seen it on her Facebook. So, hey, Shay, it's kind of fun. That's why I was I got to keep it PG because I've got students coming on. So, all right, guys, we're doing Patriots Jets. Let's get rolling. I've got it pretty much ready, and I'm game to try other websites. Just that one crashed on me. That's all.
Yeah, I really in my experience, an NFL mock draft database was one of my favorites. And not only that, I started using PFN a lot this year, and PFN is really, really good too. The boards are a little different, but other than that, it's good stuff. Oh, nice.
Very okay, nice. I'll have to try it out. Yeah, I got Red Hot on there.
I know. That's the first thing I saw.
All the ads. It's the only thing I've not liked. You're nice. Okay. All right, man. You ready? Let's start this thing. Okay, so
I'm ready, man.
Honestly, if I was the Patriots, I would not trade out of this pick because I actually like the quarterback that I think is going to be there. But I will explore the options. Getting the 8th pick overall, a 2nd and a 3rd. So the only thing I hate about this site is it gives you 20-25 picks, which sucks because it doesn't help us for this. So even though that's not bad, and the Patriots need depth, I think they need a quarterback more. So this is going to have to be an unmissable trade. So I'm going to reject that one. I can't do that. That's even worse. If you can see it, it's a 2025 7. No, I'm not doing that one. Just ignoring that. The 19th pick, a 3rd, a 2 5ths, a 6th. That's even worse, but it still is a lot of depth actually, but no. Around 1 in 25. Yeah, that's a bunch of 25s. Nope. And no. I'm going to make this simple. So in this one, Caleb and Jane Daniels went, which is what I think we're all expecting. I just don't believe in their quarterbacks at all. So I'm going to have to go Drake Maye here. I just don't think they have a choice. They need a lot of help on offense. They need a tackle. They need, I've argued with Foxborough Fellows. I'm not sure if you know who that is, but Pete
I do.
From Foxborough Fellows. And he said they have a lot of weapons, and I didn't see that last year. I think they need personally 2 receivers, but if they don't get this quarterback right, it's over. So I'm going to go ahead and go Drake Maye here. I think you have to get a quarterback.
Yeah.
And then you were up at 10. Okay. So your first offer?
No.
I'm guessing no on that one.
I can't do that.
Oh, wow. That's terrible. A 4th, a 6th, a 1st later on, and a 2nd. I guess with all the 25s, that's not bad. Let's see what else you got.
I'm not going to lie. I'd put my fist right through my TV screen if I saw that in real life.
I don't blame you. That'd be terrible. This one, honestly, you're only moving back 2 spots, but it's a bunch of 25s, so we're not going to do that. No. All 25s, going to reject that. Moving back 4 spots, that's even worse. A 6th, a 5th, and a 7th for 4 spots in the first round.
Yeah, I will say one thing. NFL mock draft database, the trade simulator is a little wonky. One thing that PFN does better for sure, in my opinion, is their trades are still a little out there, but at least you get more of that year's compensation than anything. So that's yeah, I'm gonna have to. Unfortunately, I did want to trade down. I'm gonna have to definitely not trade down here at number 10.
I will try PFN for our next one. I'll play with it in the meantime. I just want to find. I like the layout of this site, but as long as another one works well,
it takes a little while to get used to because like the boards are different. So if you're used to this board, you're gonna be like, whoa, it's way different. But yeah, can we? All right. So as a Jet fan, oh my god, yeah, we're gonna hammer Joe Alt. We're gonna hammer Joe Alt there at number 10. I'm not.
I was looking. I was like, I mean, neighbors. Like, don't get me wrong, that would actually be sweet too. But I don't think you can pass on Joe.
Yeah, the thing for me is, the offensive line looks so much more improved now than it did last year. Obviously, I mean, really anything would have been better. Me and you could have went up there and played tackle and probably would have done a better job. But the fact of the matter, maybe not, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is,
I tried. I used to play a lot of receiver, but yeah, I would have given it at least a fair shake.
I actually didn't expect Neighbors to be there. Didn't expect Alt to be there. The two guys I was initially looking at before, I can't really see too much of the board without scrolling. I was looking at Brock Bowers, of course, and I was looking at Talisi Fuaga. But if you are a Jet fan, listen, the prospect of adding Malik Neighbors, the prospect of adding Brock Bowers is just so mouthwatering. But at the end of the day, we know the downfall of this team every single year is the health of the quarterback and the offensive line. We need to do everything that we can to make sure that this is not a problem for the future. So yes, we have Morgan Moses. Yes, we have Tyron Smith. I don't care. I'm taking Joe Alt here at number 10 because, Tyron Smith, first off, it's no guarantee that he even stays healthy. He hasn't played a full season in 8 years. 8 years he hasn't played.
Yeah, it's so crazy because I'm live near Dallas, and he used to be like a bedrock of health. I don't think he missed any games his first few seasons. I'd have to look it back up.
He was a
stud. But I'm pretty sure he didn't miss a game, and now every season he's hurt, and it's just crazy. That's actually not a terrible trade.
Yeah, that's
15 spots. You get a third, a fourth, and a fifth. And you know what? I wish I could. Can I see around this? I wish I could see who's still there. They need receiver. Man, that is tempting. I honestly hadn't planned it on trading. Like, I knew I was going to look at the trades. I hadn't planned on it. That's not a terrible trade. They really need to get a stud, but I think I'm actually going to take this for the depth. I'm going to do it. I traded back.
I like that a lot. The Patriots also seem like a team.
Yeah.
They seem like a team that's kind of sort of hell-bent on acquiring more assets through. I mean, they're not going to do it at 3. I'd be floored if they did it at number 3, but they seem pretty hell-bent on acquiring maybe even future assets. So maybe even a trade like this sprinkled in with like a third rounder or a fourth rounder next year, something probably would have been right on par. Ooh.
So yeah, got some positions. There's a lot of guys I like here because I'm usually picking around here for the Packers, and I love Edgerrin Cooper. But they need a receiver, and I like these two. I'm just gonna look at everything really quick. I really like Pearsall. I feel like they could get him later, but I think I've got to take. I'm gonna look at everything.
We have to call it like it is. We have to say that the Patriots are going to look for the Caucasian receivers first and foremost. No.
Yes.
Ricky Pearsall, Lad McConkey,
hilarious because that is exactly what they're gonna do. And like, I didn't want to say it like that, but they pretty much. Oh man, that's tough because honestly, on my board, McConkey and Franklin are pretty close. I really like both. Neither of them are even guys I'm expecting the Packers to take because I think they'll both be gone by 41, and I don't think we're going to look at a receiver. So I've been doing a lot of Packer mocks. They're obviously not going to take another quarterback here. I'm going to go ahead. This is tough. I'm going to go ahead and go McConkey. They've got to get their receivers. Like when Kendrick Bourne is your best option, you've got problems. And last year, Hunter Henry was their best option in the passing game, period. And if they want to rebuild this thing, this sucks because I want to take a tackle. I thought about Kingsley here, but they've got to improve this pass game. So I'm going to go and go McConkey.
Yeah,
Hey,
I,
I got
I,
8 points.
I love that pick for you because two things. One, Ladd McConkey on my top 10 rankings for the wide receivers, he comes in at number 6 for me. So I'd be pretty shocked if he was here at I believe that was 49. Some of the most transferable tape to the NFL that you'll see. That's a nice message for you. That's really nice.
Yeah, you're the best. She saes that every time. She's an awesome student. And then Mac and Cheese, who's hopping on with me later, sent more people. I just wanted to scan to the comments really quick.
Sure.
Yeah, man, I had to do that. That was like,
yeah. And one thing about Kingsley Suamataia is that I'm not gonna lie, if you dive into the tape, especially from 2023, not impressed. He's been someone that I've actually left off of pretty much every single mock that I've done for 2 rounds. I think personally, love the athletic upside. He was on the freak list going into 2023. That's pardon me. That's someone that I think is a day 3 talent, an early day 3 talent. I wouldn't take him in the first 3 rounds. That's just me. If he kicks, I know he's huge. It's tough to kick inside to guard, but we've seen more athletic players, regardless of size and frame, move and reduce inside. That might be the better option for him, but I still think he's going to be a good player. I don't think he should be as highly touted as he is, though.
And that's the one thing I've noticed about this website is like their ratings change frequently. Like here's a good example. And I watched your last one. I think it was Ravens, and you were talking about Kinchins, and 40 time is everything to scouts, and it's not the only thing. And when you watch tape, he looks a little bit quicker, and he's a guy I like for the Packers. I got him in my last mock for them. I actually think I got him in 2 of the 4 mocks I did for actually I did a couple like dual ones. I think I've landed him like 3 times. He's somebody I like. This is tough for me with the Patriots because they have so many holes. And I don't mean to like be mean about it, but on offense, I'm struggling here because to me, they can't run it back at running back with what they've got. And that's why I'm starting to think about a running back here, because last year when Stevenson was banged up, like Zeke obviously didn't have it. And if that happens again, it's kind of like what you said about the Jets. Like, it looks like they have a lot of talent, but Mike Williams has missed a lot of games. I like getting Reddick. I really do. But Tyron Smith has also missed a lot of time. And that's why I like your pick, because for Joe Alt, especially they have to protect Aaron Rodgers or it's not going to matter. Like, that was easy. So exactly. I'm right here. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to take a running back. And I'm really torn because I actually like all 3 of these guys. But I'm going to go ahead and go Trey Benson.
Yeah. I like that. That's all right. Yeah, we're not doing that.
They've got to supplement their offense. I didn't see a tackle I loved at the top there, so that one was kind of easy. All right, so this one you're not going to do, even though a second rounder next year in reality would be amazing for the Jets. But they are kind of all in this year, so there's a trade. Interesting.
Yeah, the thing for me is I'm actually going to go ahead and before we even see the other ones, I'm probably just going to reject all the trades because
I'll skip them.
It's if they had a second round pick, it would be so much easier to like maneuver in the 3rd round. But with 2 picks inside the top 100, it's tough. Let me see who is on the receiver board, please.
Absolutely. So I'll go to receiver and then I'll go to all so you can see him, okay? So you got Corley, McKillen, Burton, Brendan Rice, Baker, and then, I forgot you can defend your picks on here. And then under all, you got Colson, Sanders, Brooks, Kinchins, Max Melton, Corley. There's your receiver. What do you think?
Yeah, all right. So I'm torn because you know what? I'm a big Cameron Kinchins guy. You saw me defend him to no end on the Ravens mock draft. Big Cameron Kinchins guy. It's a pretty deep safety class. I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. I'm going to take Malachi Corley here. Corley, I've said, is the closest thing that this draft class has to Deebo Samuel. Nice. He's an incredible incredible player. Like he's just so strong, the contact balance, the frame, 5'11", 209 pounds, just and he's quick too with it. He's quick, he could break tackles. I don't think a lot of people understand when you say he's more quick than fast, but he also ran a 4.47 at his pro day. That to me, see, a lot of people think, I know that you'll understand this, that see, like let's take Lad McConkey, for instance, because he's on the board here. Lad McConkey ran a 4.39. If you watch tape on Lad McConkey, the 4.39 does not translate to the football field. There's a difference between straight line speed and game speed. Same thing with functional play strength and, just strength overall. Just because you bench 37 times doesn't mean that you're the strongest guy on the field. So with
it's
Corley,
like that whole Madden thing. Like you explode like I used to play Madden GM, or you just watch, like you're just saying right now, like you watch a guy on the pro day and like something jumps off the page, but then when you watch them, you're not seeing it. And that doesn't. That's why 40 time isn't everything. It's not.
Exactly. That's why people were like, when I did my Lad McConkey prospect profile, they were like, oh, how could you say that he's slow? He ran a 4.39. And I'm just like, if you watch the tape that I put in the video right in front of you, you could see that he clearly on field in the game does not run a 4.39. But Corley is just a yards after the catch king. He's going to be, you saw it, his pro day. I think there were scouts from 29 out of the 32 teams. He's someone that I don't think, to be quite honest with you, I don't think on draft day he'll be there at 72. If he's there at 72 on draft day, I'm running that card up for Joe Douglas personally.
He's a guy, while I love the Packers receivers, I had kind of advocated for it because while I love Jaden Reed, Christian Watson's always hurt. Dubs has flashed some serious potential, and so is Wicks. But I was like, if we get aggressive and go get a receiver in free agency or the draft, I'm not going to be upset because it's only going to add. Right now, based on what I've seen with our free agency, I'm hoping that we go get a running back. But I love players like Debo, man, that just they play quicker, especially when Debo's healthy. That's why you see a difference with the 49ers when he's healthy and going. Like, it's like a two-horse engine, in my opinion. Christian McCaffrey's one side of it, and Ayuk and Kittle are massively important. But the juice of that 49ers offense is Debo. So if he becomes that type of player, they're going to be set. While we were talking, I was thinking about it, and I was like, this Patriots draft has worked out perfectly for me because I'm going to butcher his last name. I've heard it. I can't pronounce it very well. I'm going to take this offensive tackle from Yale, Kieran. Oh my gosh.
You could do it. I believe in you.
I've heard it before. That's what's so annoying. Amigdaji? No, that's not it.
It's close. Amagaji.
Amigdaji. Okay. I'm going to take him because to me, while they sort of address tackle and free agency, I still see a gaping hole. And whatever they do with quarterback, a lot of people miss this, especially the Panthers. The Bears have kind of missed this. If you don't protect, it doesn't matter what weapons you give your receiver. If you don't protect him, Atlanta ran into a little bit of that, although I don't think Desmond Ridder was it anyways. But if you don't protect your quarterback, like you said with the Jets, it doesn't matter. So I'm going all offense for the Patriots. I'm going to go tackle there.
Yeah, I love that. And Amagaji is someone that
you got his name just alone, man.
He is. Amagaji's fantastic. I know that FCS competition is something that's going to steer a lot of people clear. Also, his thigh surgery that he had this past year, he wasn't able to test on the All-Star circuit, which was troubling. But, when you have arms in the 99th percentile, you're 6'8", you're 315 pounds, you're athletically gifted. It's like a man playing against boys out there in the FCS with Kieran Amagaji. You got something good. He also has experience sliding inside. So that, for me, that helps a lot when you have Mike Onwenu, someone that can, start at right tackle, start at right guard. Maybe on the left side, you have someone that could start at left tackle, start at left guard. So I like that pick a lot.
So here's my challenge. Here. I'm tempted for the Patriots to take another receiver. And I love your breakdown. I'm really tempted to take another receiver for them. So the receivers I'm seeing, there's two, really three, even though I like Thrash too, actually. There's three that stand out. And I'm a little torn because personally, I think that in this draft, in the first 4 rounds, if I was the Patriots, and I actually do get Drake May or Jaden Daniels, or something stupid happens with Caleb, which I'm not expecting. So it's either going to be Jaden or Drake. I honestly think they need to surround him with at least 2 weapons. They went out. I did go and get Benson for him, but I don't believe in the Patriots receivers at all. And Kendrick Bourne, I think, would be a lot better as a 2 or a 3, and landing a McConkey and a McMillan here, or Brendan Rice. I'm really, really tempted to take. I really like him. I don't know if he'd fall to 103. That's why I'm really, really tempted to take him. But man, this is tough. What's your thought on this one? I need a second opinion because I'm really tempted to take McMillan here.
Yeah, if it was me making the pick, I would take McMillan because you look at the Patriots. You look at the Patriots options that they have, and they have Demario Douglas, they have Tyquan Thornton, but those are guys that haven't really worked out so far. Those are speed guys. Tyquan Thornton obviously is a speed guy that hasn't worked out. McMillan's kind of the best of everything that you're looking for the Patriots. He's someone that's a nuanced route runner. He's got good speed. He's got decent size as well, and he's going to torch nickel defensive backs in the NFL. He's a great under the radar option this year.
He's got a good size, 4.47 speed. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, again,
everything I've watched running, I liked what I saw. Yeah, I liked what I saw. Did you want to see any of these trades, or do you want to skip?
Yeah, I'll look. I'll dabble.
So we got a 2025. That's like you nailed it, and I've noticed it. The first couple I didn't do it as often back in February, but now when it tosses trades in, it's tossing 2025s all over the place.
It's no tomorrow.
And I'm like, especially the Jets, they are all in this year. They're what the Cowboys said they were going to do. 3 back, and you'd get a 5th and then a 7th. I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, I don't think that's realistic. No. What? How does that even work?
Yeah, it's so weird. It'll pitch you like, hey, wait till next year and you get a round up. And you're like, in reality, if I wasn't all in, I might do that. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, no.
13 back, you get a 5th and a 6th.
No, I'm gonna hold off. Like I said, I'm gonna keep my premium-ish picks. Can I please see who's? Oh, okay. You answered that kind of sort of for me. Can we see who's on the safety board there besides for Hicks and Bishop? Just curious. James William Oladapo is someone I like a lot too.
I like it a lot. Yes.
Reminds me of what? For what the Jets need in terms of safety, they need that physical downhill Jordan Whitehead replacement. I like what Jaden Hicks can bring to the table. I'm going to take him. He's got good size, 6'3", 212. Could also play sub-package linebacker. Yeah, I do like that a lot. Yeah, I'm going to take Jaden Hicks.
This is a steal, man. That's what like when I draft fantasy, I didn't even mean to accidentally click out of those. It's so good to get value. Oh, man. So here's the challenge. I love Braylon Allen. I almost want to just do it, to be honest with you. I'm not going to because I'm like when I draft a fantasy team, I really like to round all the edges unless there's just somebody you can't miss. And Braylon Allen at 115 to me actually is almost it if I hadn't gotten Benson, but they'd still have Stevenson. I'm going to look at the corners here, actually.
Yeah.
I do believe that's a position that they could use on defense.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I'm torn between Hart or Jackson. That's tough. That's like almost equal. Man.
Wow.
That's some good stuff. I'm going to look at every position really quick, but I'm probably going corner here. Austin Booker's available. Spencer Rattler. They could use a guard, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back to corner, and this is a toss-up for me. I think they're pretty close. I'm gonna go Kyrie Jackson here.
Yep. Pairing those
I couldn't pass him up. I saw Hart. I just had to do it, man.
It's nice because you kind of can't go wrong in a way. I'm not doing that.
Not doing that.
I'm not gonna do any of those trades. Hart, Cam Hart, great player as well. One knock against him. I mean, the measurables are off the chart for a boundary corner. You're looking at 6'3", 202 pounds, like late 4.4, early 4.5 speed. He didn't get a chance to truly stay on the field too much. Kyrie Jackson, someone that athletic profile is fantastic. 6'4", 194. He's got good speed as well. 4.5 speed. I was going to say 5.4. That would be terrible speed for a corner. 4.5 speed.
5.4. That'd be like my speed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I might be able to do that. And he's a great tackler. One of the better tackling corners in the entire draft class, and that's something that the Patriots really value in their secondary as well. So I like that pick a lot. All right, so oh man,
pretty good vertical too.
If I was a betting man, and Renardo.
Okay,
Green
so you want to see everything that's corner.
And Renardo Green.
Oh, Cedric Gray, man, I like him a lot.
Can I please see who's on the quarterback board? Oh, I don't.
Smart. It's going to take Aaron Rodgers off, but smart.
Not like that at all. Okay.
Nope. Rattler wasn't there. Sorry.
Let me see. Let's see here.
Here's all the prospects on the top.
Oh my goodness.
Ray Davis, nice.
All right. Yeah,
this some tackles too, but you already took a tackle. But
yeah,
I'm looking at tackles I actually like.
Can I see who's on the defensive tackle board, please?
Yeah. So it just does DL.
D-line, yeah. That's okay.
Here we go.
Let's see. Wow, some of these prospects are really lowly drafted here. Or can you scroll down a little bit more? I want to see if there's just one other guy that maybe is being overlooked. Okay, he's not there. All right, that's fine. This is kind of tough for me here. Kind of a luxury, I'd want to say. We have 3 defensive ends now. Yeah, let me see who's on. Let me see the linebackers. I'm sorry, I'm making you go.
Oh no, good. Did you want to see edge or linebacker?
No, I'm gonna look at linebacker, please.
So you got Cedric Gray, Eichenberg, Jacobs, Hopper. Oh, I'm gonna butcher his name. The Washington linebacker, Bertrand, Knight, Watson, McGee, Barrett.
I like in that spot. All right, we can go back up. Easton Gibbs, that's really low for Easton Gibbs. He's pretty solid. At this spot, I think this is for me, this seems like a luxury pick. I'm gonna go. I saw his name on the board, and maybe some people will disagree with this, but I saw Mason McCormick's name on the board at 134, and I cannot. He's a guard. Yeah, he's Bo Limmer's there too. Oh God, this is so tough.
Wait. Where was he?
I saw him on the board. There he is. He's on top there. Mason McCormick. He's an interior offensive lineman. He was. I saw it when you go back to IOL. He was right at the top.
Okay. That's probably why I missed it. But, there he is. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Well, you know what? Now that I said that, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna take Bo Limmer here. Actually,
I don't blame you. I love Limmer, man. He's one of my favorite guys. Like I just fall in love with a few sleepers, and he's one I just keep looking at. And I'm like, man, because the Packers need a lot of when I'm doing my Packer, that's the one I do the most. But I've been hitting all the other teams, and he's just somebody I really like. Are you going to go Limmer or are you going to go McCormick?
Yeah, I'm going to say I actually, to be quite honest with you, I try and do a touch of realism when I'm drafting. I just can't see Mason after Mason McCormick's pro day and his combine performance and his overall CV. I don't think he's here at 134. Limmer might be someone because he's relatively new at the center position. I think I'm going to take Bo Limmer over him as a backup center, but a potential guard replacement long term because he did start the majority of his career at right guard. So I'm going to take Bo Limmer here for sure. Yeah.
That was good. Okay. Like 13 spots down. I get a 5th and a 6th. That's not terrible, actually. I'm just going to, it's not bad. It's not bad. 13, they get a 5th and a 6th. I'm actually going to take that trade. Okay. So I moved back twice now for the Patriots. And I get 2 picks in a row. That's kind of fun. Nice. I'm gonna reject all these though. I don't want to do it. I want to have 2 picks in a row. That's like a fantasy football draft right there. Okay. So I'm gonna see everything. I did get a corner. They do need. Dang man, this is tough. They need a lot of help all over the place. But I really like what I got at the top here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just take a look at running back. I get 2 picks in a row. So I'm going to probably take one with that second pick because I actually think they need two. So I'll probably come back to running back in a second.
Yeah, and they've done that a few times before where they've taken 2 or 3 running backs in a draft class. I mean, that was a Bill Belichick special. You just never knew what you were going to get. It's like life's like a box of chocolates with Bill Belichick, but it's
you just never know what you're going to get. Some drafts he just throws a wrench at you. Okay. So I'm tempted to go tackle here. Let's look at everything. So I've got this cornerback from Wake Forest,
Carson
Irving. Oh, that's not bad at all. And they could use two. They actually could use 2 corners. That's a position of need for them on defense. So I'm going to go Carson here.
Yeah, I like that.
That was tough, but because there's actually a lot of guys I like here. I'm tempted to go tackle, but I got another pick in 20 picks. And I'm a big Ray Davis fan. I like Irving a lot, but they need 2 running backs. And I'm not just trying to do what I do in drafts and take 2 running backs. The Patriots need help at that position, just like I did at receiver. So I'm going to go Ray Davis here too. B+, not bad.
This is a star-studded draft class, man. Yeah, I think they need. I don't think that they have a GM right now. I think that you should put your application in to become the Patriots general manager.
This is, another reason I love podcasting. The mock drafts, I didn't think I'd fall as much love with them. Like, I love doing GMs like on video games and stuff, and this is like a dream. This is why I love fantasy, and this I'd actually before this year, because I wasn't podcasting last year, I had never really done mock drafts. When me and my dad used to scout guys and kind of do our own mocks, but doing them, man, this has just been so much fun. I'll be doing this every year. Okay. So I got my corner. I got my running back. I got 2 corners. I like to double down on positions. I honestly think they need to buff up that offensive line some more. So I'm going to go ahead and look at tackle. And that's a little low on this. I don't know if I agree with that at all. Really?
I was Frank Crum at 265.
Yeah, how many more picks do I have? I have 5 more picks, so I think I can land him later if you don't take him. I'm going to look on Terry line. Ooh, I mean, that's a steal. I like the top 2 guys there. I'm going to go ahead and get them. I'm going to go ahead and take interior line.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
They've got to completely rebuild that offense. And if the Patriots are going to have any chance of being a legitimately competitive team next year, to me, they could replace almost that entire offense.
Yeah.
Sadly. It's sad, but that's how pitiful they were last year. I'm up again. What?
Yeah, I think I have 185. And then after 185, it's 256 and 257 after that. Yeah, there you go.
You get 2 in a row at the end. Nice.
Oh boy. Okay,
I get a 180 and 190. That's interesting. Must have been from all those trades. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's keep building up this roster. I'm probably going to look at another tackle in a minute. I always think that they can buff up their pass rush, and let's look at what else there is other than Solomon. Ooh, Nelson Caesar.
A lot of good options there.
I like him. I like Brennan Jackson too. I'm late in drafts. I think I can land him later. I like McGregor a lot. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go Caesar here. I think that they could always use improvements for their pass rush. So do you want to move 9 back and get another 6th and the 7th?
No, I think I'm pretty content with what I have. I think I'm going to stick and pick with the picks that I have here. All right, so we're looking pretty nice here. All Malachi Corley, Jaden Hicks, Bo Limmer.
That's just edge. So let me just, let me go back.
Let me see.
Ooh, okay. So this is when you're going to help, because I've done a ton of mocks and I'm learning a lot about the players, but there's some guys I still have not. I'm going to continue to be scouting. So a couple of these guys you might be able to help me with here.
I would like to see.
You got some solid stuff here, though. I don't think this is
definitely
really going to go.
I'm going to go back to the Kitten Oladapo, Bo Brader still there. That would be sick.
Isn't this great? Like when you do these mocks, all these guys are there, and you're like, if only the Packers could do that, and it's like it's not real life.
But can I see? I'm gonna look at. Let's look at corner real quick.
Okay. I agree.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay.
I like him. Ooh,
Oh my.
like, yeah, those are not. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. That is. Oh, and Kamal Hayden. Okay. So I think I'm gonna be able to land Marcel. Oh Jesus Christ. All right. I'm gonna be able to land someone good at 256. I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna go back to.
And you got 2 in a row.
Let's go to defensive line here.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna take someone. Yeah, I'm gonna take Christian Boyd. That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, Christian Boyd,
I'm gonna take
fantastic
Thomas
player.
real
Someone
quick.
that actually has a lot of top 30 visits scheduled, an FCS product, but dude, powerful, strong defensive captain the last few years as well. Someone that has put up pretty impressive pass rushing numbers. I feel like that would be, Bob Saleh likes to run a 9-man rotation on the defensive line. I think having the bodies
Can I
that
ask
they'll
you
have.
too? What did you think of the Reddick trade? Because like one guy said, that's awesome, you cleared some capital, but I'm like, the problem for the Eagles is, and I know we're not doing an Eagles draft, but they just lost. I mean, he had 27 sacks the last 2 years.
Yeah,
and the Eagles just lost while he was older. They lost Fletcher Cox, and on the offensive line, they lost Kelsey. So I'm like, they've gone way backwards on both their lines.
What I think happened there is Reddick didn't really want to be in Philly anymore. Huff, regardless of what the Jets offered him, it didn't seem like Huff really wanted to be in New York anymore because he wasn't.
No.
I don't think Huff really understands the rotation that Saleh runs with the 3 defensive ends because, Huff was a fantastic player last year for us, but he also didn't play nearly as many snaps as you would think. So, maybe he wants more of an every down role that Robert Saleh's defense doesn't really provide for him. Reddick, I like it a lot because if you ask me, would I want have had Jadeveon Clowney? Yeah. But if you would have asked me if I wanted Hassan Reddick or Jadeveon Clowney, I would easily say Hassan Reddick, even if that came with the expense of a 2026 third round pick. And even if it does become a second, it's 2 years in advance. And at that point, I mean, if we're gonna go all in, like Joe Douglas says, I'm willing to part with the draft capital to get someone like Hassan Reddick that's still 29 years old, that's probably going to have a rework deal. He's on the hook for $15.5 million right now, but I could see a rework deal maybe pushing some of that money back to 2025 or 2026. So I loved it. I was all for it.
How many years does he have left on his deal?
It's just this year.
See, that's the only risk on it, but I still think it's worth it. You've seen how creative of a pass rusher he is.
Yeah.
And he's been explosive for the Eagles. He just has. And sometimes there's no replacing guys like that. Like the Packers, as good as Gary's been, there's a lot of teams out there in the NFL that don't have a pass rusher on his level. And I love his creativity. And I think they're going to struggle to replace that. But I agree with you because I think he just came out and said, I want to be there, but I don't think he did. Yeah. So I just wanted to ask about the Reddick thing while we're near the end here. I got 3 left. You got 2 left. Let's take a look. See, this is the one why I love these mock drafts is because this isn't reality. There's no way.
This isn't reality.
And it's, oh my gosh. It froze on me. I hope it doesn't do this. We're live too. That stinks. I'm going to wait. I'm going to hope it'll come back. Let me try something. I can't believe this. I've ran 20 mocks on this thing and never had this happen. So now you talk me into it. I'll check the other one. I hope it doesn't end because I really was loving that.
Hey, you know what? Think about it like this, dude. If it ends here, this just means that we have to do it again.
I agree. And then again. And the same teams. I think we should come back and do this. I actually may have some time tomorrow. So I think we should come back and do this. Because if I exit the page, it's going to do it. So I'm going to try one more time, but I think man, that sucks. I didn't write down my picks either because I was just going to look at them here. I think I know who I took. So we could recap for everybody. That stinks, man. I was. Yeah. I'm gonna try it one more time, dude. I'm so sorry. I've never had that happen on this site.
It's happened to me before, man. Don't worry, it's completely fine. I've been there.
Bummer. Okay, well, I want to come back and do the same teams. I took Drake Maye. I know I had him. I'm trying to remember all my picks. This sucks. Come on. I can't believe it did that. I don't understand why. It's never done that. So I got Ray Davis at running back. I got McMillan, Kyrie Jackson, Kalen Carson, I got Cohen, interior lineman. I got Nelson Caesar. I like to summarize all the picks. This is a bummer. Hopefully,
I do the
everybody
same thing
watched
at the end. At the end of every video, I do the same thing. I
Yeah,
always, even though it's right on the screen for everyone, I always just say it again anyway.
I just think it's a good practice. I just started doing it.
Yeah.
Did you have yours written down by any chance? Did you want to recap before I
No,
exit
I
out of
do.
this?
I think I remember. I took Joe Alt
Mm-hmm.
at 9. At 72, I took Malachi Corley.
Mm-hmm.
At 111, I took Jaden Hicks. At 134, I took Bo Limmer. At I think 185 was after that, and I took Christian Boyd.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then I
I'm
had
trying to remember who I had after Maye at the top of my draft. I was the Patriots. I took, which receiver did I take?
You took Lad McConkey.
Yep, I took McConkey. Did I take Braylon Allen? I believe I did, right?
No, you took
No,
Trey
I didn't.
Benson.
I took Benson. You're right. I took Benson at running back. And I think there was one more pick right above the tackle up here.
Kieran Amagaji.
Yep. There we go. Yep, the name I butchered. So I went heavy offense, obviously. I loved your draft, man. That was a lot of fun. We will come back.
Likewise.
And I won't do this. Actually I've had a lot of success with this website, so I'm about 95%. But the next one we will try here. I'll pull it up really quick. Which website was it? It was PFN, right?
Pro Football Network mock draft. It should come up as it'll probably come up as like a Google search, and then the first one is the link. It should be. I don't know. I actually don't even know how to get there any other way. I'm a grandpa when it comes to technology, so I have no idea.
I'm gonna take a look at this really quick. So this one is looking pretty good. Let me make sure. I just want to make sure this isn't the same one I used the other. No, this isn't. I like the layout. This looks really good. This is not. That's not hard to do at all. Yeah, absolutely. We'll try this one next time. So yeah, we'll try it. I want to say thanks to everybody for watching. I hadn't really been going back and forth. We have almost 80 watching live. Please go subscribe to Mock Draft Guy. Help him continue his goal towards 11,000. And he's got, guys, go check out his player profiles. I've been watching them. Go check out his mock drafts. Did you do all 32? Is that what you meant on Twitter today?
Yes,
you did. All teams?
Yes, I'm finally done. I'm awesome. Sad and happy at the same time that it's finally over. This is the 3rd year running that I've done it, and I love being able to conversate and engage with all 32 fan bases. It's something that it helps me grow as a content creator. It helps me learn as a student of the game, if you will, and it's a lot of fun. It really is. Even though most of them tell me I suck, that's fine. It's okay.
If we get time, I would absolutely love to do a Packer NFC North one and do a Packer one with you. But I want to come back and hit this one, and I'm going to be trying to get all 32 in as well. I'm about 1/3 of the way. I'm doing one more tonight. I'm going to finally do the Lions. And then I don't know what me and American Football Network are going to do tomorrow, but we're going to do one. So if you're free tomorrow, actually, we could come back on and knock one out tomorrow afternoon. So
I am working overnight, unfortunately. So don't know how much of a non-zombie I'll be by tomorrow.
No worries. No worries. You're good. Guys, everybody, thanks for checking us out. I'm really close to 200 subscribers. Help me hit my goal. Hope you enjoyed our draft. It'll be up on YouTube. I'll be tagging him. Give us some draft grades. Let us know how we did. Obviously, the Jets have made some massive moves. I tried to supplement that offense for the Patriots. I hope Pete enjoyed this. I did go Drake Maye. I was going to go Drake Maye anyways, and I was messaging him today, and I was like, dude, should I take a kicker? And I did actually – when he said it, I was like, that's true. He was telling me they usually take kickers in the 4th round. So I was
they do. They traded up with the Jets last year to get a kick. Chad Ryland.
So I was like, 2nd or 3rd round's not too early for a kicker, right?
No.
I've gotten so much flack on Facebook for taking a kicker in a couple of my Packer mocks in like the 6th round, because while he was a rookie, I wasn't totally sold on Carlson last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I got flack for it, and they said, never draft a kicker. I'm like, we just drafted one. And now we brought in a kicker, 2 kickers actually, to bring some competition, or possibly, I doubt, replace. I think it's just for competition and to motivate them. But we clearly aren't entirely sold, and we just drafted a kicker. I'm like, you can't. Sometimes you have to draft a kicker. It's just the way it is. So, but thank you, dude. This was a lot of fun. Sorry, the website crashed. That's my second time.
Don't worry about it, dude. Absolutely, we got to do it again.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do it again. I actually have both Mondays off, so I'll hit you up about your work schedule if you want to stay on for a minute. We'll talk. But thank you everybody for watching. I got another live mock. It'll be on Mac and Cheese on her Twitter and mine in about 40 minutes. Actually, my dad will be joining too. I will be the Lions. My dad will be doing the Vikings because that's who he is in our 8-man mock. And Mac and Cheese, I think, will be doing the Packers, and we need somebody to do Bears. So we'll probably rotate since they only have 4 picks, like we talked about. So. Congratulations on your free agency too. I was really impressed with what they've done. I mean, rolling forward with Aaron Rodgers, it really was the best case scenario, right?
It was so far.
Like Lightning Reddick too I was like, they're really all in. And if Mike Williams can stay healthy, that'll be huge because that'll take so much pressure off Garrett Wilson, especially if Rodgers is healthy. Because Rodgers hasn't had 2 receivers in like a decade. Like with Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard was his number 2 for multiple seasons. And you know how that's working out.
Yeah.
So he just got paid because Aaron Rodgers was going there. So.
100%.
But thank you everybody for watching. We'll be doing this again very soon. Give us some grades. It'll be on YouTube shortly and on our Twitters. And see you again soon.